Hello, my dear aspirants. Welcome to Clarity for Sure. Today in this session, we will try to cover the everything related to the recent report published by UNESCO. The name of the report is Global Education Monitoring Report. That is GEM report. Okay, this is a very important report, and we will try to cover the key findings of this report. All right, the key highlights, and at the end of the session, I will also provide you two MCQs, and that you need to answer in the comment section. So just be with me. I will cover each and everything related to this report, which may be important for your upcoming regulatory examinations like RBI as well as other examinations. Okay, so UNESCO, we already know it's a part of UN, United Nations, and the full form is United Nations Education, Scientific, and Culture. So basically, it deals with the educational aspects of the of UN, right? Now, for the member countries. Now, the first thing about this report, the introduction part. So, it's a global monitoring report 24-25. The theme of the report, the theme is always important. Just remember the theme of this report: leadership in education, lead for learning. Okay, so this report actually centered towards the leadership in education. Okay, and we will see that how it is. Why I'm telling you it is centered for the leadership in education. So it's the theme of this report, and it focused on the role of leadership at a school, system, and political levels in achieving the SDG 4. You must be aware of the Sustainable Development Goals. So it is going to meet the requirement of SDG 4. Okay, we have 17 goals in SDG, and the fourth one is talks about quality education. Quality education. Okay, so under this only, it is being focused through this report that how we can provide quality education. Now, coming to the next slide, purpose. See the purpose of JAM report. Obviously, as we are talking about the quality education to meet the goal to fulfill the requirement of SDG goal 4, that is quality education. And the report highlights the transformative power of leadership in education system. It is talking about the power of leadership in education system, that how a leader can how we can make the leadership inclusive into the education system. So the leadership must be inclusive, equity focused, participatory, and oriented towards the learning. All right. If you talk about the global educational context as highlighted in this report only, we can find out that 251 million children and youth are currently out of school. So you can use such type of statistical figures, such type of facts in your answers, in your descriptive answers, in order to get the add-on marks. All right. Putting in reference of GM report 24-25. Okay. See here, 75% of children in low and middle income countries unable to read a simple text by age 10. Okay, they are not able to read by the age of 10 also, they can't able to read a simple text. 75% of the children. See, the ratio is quite alarming, so it need to be addressed. Learning improvement, learning poverty worsened after this post-COVID crisis. Financial gap, we can see $100 billion annually for education in poorest 80 countries. Education, these things are, but the spendings are also low in poor and middle income countries. The financial gap is there. We can see the worsened situation which got more worsened after post COVID. So they also need to be rebacked so that we can achieve the SDG goal, which is set for the entire globe. All right, and see here, the 4 is talking about the quality education. We have that SDG 1 that is talking about the like no poverty, no poverty. All right, this one is SDG 2 that is talking about zero hunger, zero hunger. The third one is talking about the health and well-being. The fourth one, obviously, the quality education. The fifth one, as a symbol, you can also see it must be talking about the gender equality. Gender equality. All right. The sixth one is talking about clean water and sanitation. The seventh, as you can see here, that it is talking about the clean energy, as the symbol depicts the sun. That is clean energy, the source of clean energy. All right. The eighth number is talking about the working condition and the economic growth of that particular country. And the ninth one is talking about the industry, infrastructure, innovation. It has 3 blocks now. The first one is industry, then infrastructure, then innovation, then infrastructure. Three I's. Okay, three I's in SDG 9. In the 10th, we have to reduce the inequality. It is talking about reducing inequalities. Inequalities. The 11th, as the symbol says, the sustainable city. Cities should be symbol of city, so it should be sustainable. It should be based on sustainable models. Then we have 8, means responsible consumption and production. The production should be, see here, in the cycle itself it is being drawn that we should produce in such a way that we can consume it to the maximum extent and then reproduce it, means in order to reduce the wastage and all. Then we have life below water. 13 is the symbol is like earth, so it is talking about the climate change, actually climate action. Okay, climate action, talking about global warming and all. Here it is life below water. See the sea fish over here. See the plantation, means life above land, life on land, you can say. Then we have peace, justice. See the symbol of peace, dove, the symbol of peace. So it is talking about peace, justice, and strong building strong institutions. All right. And the last one is 7, that is talking about partnership, partnership for goals. All right. So these are the 17 goals of SDG. And in SDG, we have how many targets? I want each and everyone to write down in the comment section that how many targets are defined in the SDG. Okay, under these 17 goals. All right. Giving you the option whether it is 165, 166, third one is 169, fourth one is 171, fifth one is 172. So out of these 5 options, you just mark the correct answer, that the targets defined in this SDG report. All right, SDG goals. 17, it has 17 goals and how many targets? So under goal 4, that is quality education, we can see here 8 targets are there. Okay. Now, coming to the next slide, concept of leadership in education. These things are actually being highlighted in the report itself, that education leaders are not only administrator but agent of instructional and organizational change. All right, the 4 dimensions of effective leadership. See here, setting, means you can use this GEM report in leadership while dealing with leadership topic in management. Okay, for your RBI syllabus as well, as IRDA syllabus. Okay, while dealing with the management part and well specifically the leadership topic, you can quote the examples from here. The 4 dimensions of effective leadership: setting clear goals, prioritizing student learning and teacher support, fostering collaborations, and supporting and developing staff and communities. Okay, so and see some of the quotes given by various leaders. So now, school level leadership trends. See, as per the report, at school level, the trend in leadership is only 63% of the countries have transparent requirement for school. Only 63%. Rest, you can say like less, 37% of the schools are not following the transparent requirement system for school principals. Okay, less than half of the high income countries, school leaders receive mandatory training before the appointment. Less than half of it is talking about high income countries. Even in high income developed countries, they are not getting the mandatory training before the appointment. The school leaders. Gender disparity is there, although women dominate the teaching role, but men hold the most principal positions in all the countries, whether it is high income or low or middle. Now, key leadership tasks. These are the key leadership tasks: collaborative leadership and governance. How the leadership is collaborated with the governance. This part under this heading is talking about, the report talks about the effective school leadership involves shared decision making and teacher empowerment. Only 1/3 of the leadership developed program globally emphasizes collaboration. Inclusion in school governance. See here, the inclusion in school governance. So these are some of the points, not important, but you can take some of the points from here, like this, like gender disparity, like this one. Okay, in order to verify your answers. So with respect to, even if you're dealing with the questions related with gender inequality, inequality. That is SDG 5, in fact. Okay. Or if you are talking about like, you can say like SDG, SDG, SDG Goal 10, that talks about reduce inequality. Then also you can use such type of examples from GEM report. GEM report. Okay. So if you're talking about gender inequality, gender equality, women empowerment, then also you can quote the report highlights of GEM. All right. System level leadership insights. See here, middle level leaders, often invisible but essential. Like some of the points you can go through it. Political leadership in education, average education minister tenure, it is less than 2 years. See, less than 2 years. Only 23% have background in teaching or education leaders. Okay, means education minister in various countries, the tenure is less than 2 years, the average tenure, and they have only 23% less than. In fact, 23% of those ministers have the background in teaching or school leaders. So it is a alarming type of situation. Means in education minister we should appoint those person who have some educational background, or in they have like educational leadership background. Okay, in order to make the system more robust. Some of the points for political leaderships are also given over here. First one is vision, coalition building, stakeholder engagement, emotional intelligence, ethical intelligence. So you can write these things in your leadership topic as well. Political leaderships, the key points, the key pillars of political leaderships. Then gender equality in education leaderships. These are the points that is given in GEM report itself. So I'm discussing with you the GEM report actually. Only 11% of the current countries have policies to promote women in schooling. Only 11%. See the figure. Evidence we can see in Francophone Africa, female-led schools show 6-month learning advantage for students. This is one of the case studies given. Okay, learning crisis and equality changes. Under this, we have seen declining in reading and math proficiencies since 2018. Post-COVID setbacks have worsened the basic learning outcomes. And in India also we can see students dependent upon the mobile educations. Okay, and it is actually deteriorating the quality of education. Okay, as highlighted in the report as well. Leadership in early childhood, technical and vocational educations, higher educations, like leadership, that what sort of leadership should be there, should be involved in early childhood, during the technical and vocational education, as well as higher educations. We can see in higher education, low female participation in top positions. Okay, so such type of trends is not good at all. Need for strategic leadership training for university administration. This is being needed actually. All right. See key recommendations from GEM report. See some of the key recommendations. Ensure transparent and fair selection of school leaders. Invest in leadership development, both pre-service and in-service training. Promote, means you should provide training, proper training before the appointment, as well as during the tenure as well. You should provide the proper training. You should be fair enough in order to appoint the school leaders like principal, school principals and all. Promote distributed and collaborative leadership models. It should be distributed, means governance should be made more inclusive. Close gender leadership gaps. Leadership gaps should be reduced. Okay, strengthen the leadership gaps. Gender leadership gaps means the ratio between male and women leading the training institution, educational institution should be minimized. Okay, this should also kept at par with the men. Strengthen the leadership at system and political levels to support the sustainable reforms. Okay, at political levels as well, because only 23% as of now have educational background, and they are serving as an educational minister in various countries. So it should be also strengthened so that it should go in sustainable model. Regional observation: African Union focus on foundational training. Okay, Latin America, they are fostering towards shared school leadership. In East Asia, emphasize on digital transformation in educational leadership, such as South Korea, and in Europe, engage in instructional leadership and autonomy, that is followed in Finland and Scotland. Okay, Now, India is specific observation in this GEM report, very important. India faces challenges in school leadership training and professional development, especially in rural areas. That we know. Okay, this is one of the challenges actually. Teachers often take on leadership roles without formal preparation or support system. All right. Third one, some state level programs promote decentralized leadership and peer learning. School leadership programs under Samagra Shiksha aim to strengthen the school heads' instructional capabilities, and National Education Policy 2022-2020 recognizes the importance of school leadership, recommends a comprehensive framework for leadership training, National Education Program of 2020. And we have also Samagra Shiksha that aims to strengthen the school heads and instructional capabilities. So these are some of the specific observations with respect to India. Coming to the conclusion of this report, leadership is a key to achieve the SDG 4 goals. The shifting focus from individual charisma to it should be systematic, it should be inclusive, and with collaborative efforts should be there. So these are some of the suggestions being suggested in the GEM report 24-25. Now, the last part of the slide, the brain teasers. 2 questions. I have provided you 2 questions. I want each and everyone to write down the correct answer in the comment section. All right. Write down the correct answer in the comment section. The first question is talking about the report. The title of the report is Leadership in Education and Lead for Learning. And you have to give based on the finding of how many countries, that is 14 countries. I have already given the answer actually solution here. So let it be. Just try to answer the second question. According to the GEM report 24-25, which leadership dimension is least emphasized in principal training programs worldwide? You have to answer this question, particular question number 2. Okay, question number 1, I have already provided, I have not edited the question actually. Leadership in education and leading for training. This is a theme, important theme for this report. Just remember this. And 14 middle income countries has been surveyed, and it has been found out that 68% of the school leaders' working hours are spent on such type of non-instructional routine tasks like administrative work and managerial duties. All right. So that's all for today, my dear students. The last question, RBI mentorship program is going on in our Clarity for Your platform. Here you can find out the complete seamless coverage for RBI for phase 1 as well as phase 2. Sectional test, full length test should be there. Then QRE classes are there, right from basic to advanced level. Then we have 10 to 12 mock tests for phase 1 as well as phase 2, along with interview guidance. And then you have the weekly current affairs analysis sessions, in which we used to cover 6 to 7 daily newspaper, financial daily newspapers, in order to give you insight over the development in the field of finance, in the field of ESI. All right. So that's all for today. And apart from that, we also provide you miscellaneous current affairs PDF for each month. Okay. So in order to cover those miscellaneous short news, rather, this session is very much important in order to give you insight that how you can use your knowledge in order to address the descriptive answers in your phase 2 exams. So that's all for today, my dear students. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Take care. See you soon. Have a nice day.